Hey guys, this video is for Friday, April 24th. I am going to post for you today the first part of your test number 9. Let's take a few minutes and go over this and make sure we understand everything. Let's see here, we want part 1. Okay, so here is your test that is due by the end of the day today. This is the first part. We talked the other day about the multiple choice section. Sorry, I had to handwrite question number 2 there. It would not let me put this in the proper form, so I just hand wrote it out. But number 1, what is the equation form of the pure quadratic equation? I told you what section that was in. You should have gone back to look and verify what is the pure quadratic equation. What's the form that it's in? Number 2 is your quadratic formula. We should be familiar with that by now. So just choose the correct answer there. And then number 3, which of the following is not a perfect square trinomial? So this means it's going to factor out into a binomial that can be just simply squared, okay? Which of those does not do that, okay? So which one of these 4 questions is not a perfect square trinomial? Okay, so those are your first 3 multiple choice. We talked about our factoring. We went step by step about the different types of factoring that we'll encounter here in these 4 questions. You should have a pretty good idea of how to factor after that after the factor section, review section that we did. But these are your 4 factoring. And then we had the modified true and false. Okay, so number 8 is according to the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Every composite number can be written, composite number can be written as the sum of prime numbers. Number 9 is the zero factor property allows for each factor of a factored quadratic equation to be set equal to 0. Number 10 is the variable in the linear term of the quadratic trinomial is always raised to the first power. And then number 11 is your Pythagorean theorem. Is this correct? A squared equals B squared plus C squared. And if not, what is the correct form? Okay, then the last 5 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are just dealing with the different types of radicals that we have and the different procedures that take place when we're adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. We went over similar ones to each of these. Again, I had to handwrite them out because I could not type them. But if you have any questions, something's not clear, just let me know. And I will clarify for you. So this is the first part of your test. You have these 5 simplifications with the radicals, and then you have your modified true and false section. Those 4 there. Make sure that you write the correct answer if it is false. And then you have your 4 factoring and the different methods for factoring, and then your multiple choice at the top here, your 3 multiple choice questions. Now, when we're doing this test, first of all, make sure you put at the top of your paper Algebra 1, test number 9, part 1, and then put your name on it, okay? And then your answers can go as followed. I do not need the entire written out question, just the number and your answer, unless it is a math problem. If it is a math problem that requires you to do math, I need to see the math process for those. But unlike your multiple choice and your true and false, just put the number and your answer along with it. So in number 1, you would put number 1 and then either A, B, C, or D next to that. Okay, so this is your test for today. This is the first part. It's due by the end of the day, Friday, April 24th. So make sure that you get all of this completed and turned in by the end of the day. And make sure that you show your work along with it. All right, so that is the first part of your test. That will be due today. And if you have any questions, as I've said a million times before, contact me, don't guess, okay? So make sure that you ask me your questions rather than just assuming, all right? And that is all. Make sure that you include your name and also all the work, the math that goes with each of those problems. Okay, that's all I have for you today, and we will post the next part of the test, and you are welcome to do it all together, or if you'd like to split it up and do this one Friday and then do the following one on Monday, you can do that, or even submit the second part on Saturday or Sunday whenever you get a chance to get it done. And if that's the case, if you do submit part 2 before Monday, then Monday would be a day off for you. You wouldn't have any work to do on Monday. So that's how that will take place. So just make sure on your homework assignment you put whether it's part 1 or part 2 that you're submitting, okay? But part 1 is due by the end of today, Friday, April 24th. All right? That's all I got, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.